Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of my Football Manager career with Notts County. We are on the end of November. Time to give you guys a little update again, and we are currently 9th in the table. Played 17 games. We have won 7, drawn 5, lost 5, scored 23 goals, conceded 20, obviously plus 3 goal difference. Since I left you last, which was the game against Oldham, we won 3-2. We have played Coventry. We beat them 1-0 thanks to a goal from Danny Haynes in the 31st minute. Mazika was booked in the 49th, Simek was booked in the 74th, and Little was injured in the 91st minute. Coventry had 3 players booked. We had 13 shots, 6 on target. We had just marginally the better possession. Coventry had 5 shots on target from 10 shots in total. Blair Adams was man of the match. It was a good win. It was nervy after we got the 1-0 lead. It was very nervy trying to hold on. Coventry obviously are down at the bottom of the table, but they're only there because they got deducted 10 points. We then played Telford in the FA Cup. Everyone was expecting a huge victory, but it wasn't to be. Danny Haynes got us 1-0 up early on after 9 minutes. Anthony Chappell made it 1-0 after 14, and Danny Haynes got his second of the game after 21 minutes. 2 bookings apiece. We absolutely bossed this game, but just could not wear down the Telford defence. And to be honest, I was more happy the fact that we were constantly on the attack. There was only 1 or 2 highlights with Telford after they scored their goal, and one of those was just last thing in the game when they were going forward, but the ref blew for full time. We had 23 shots, 13 on target, 67% possession. Telford had 8 shots, 4 on target. Danny Haynes with an 8.8 rating to go with his 2 goals. We then played Wolves in the Johnson's Paint Trophy quarter-final. Lost the game 2-1. Danny Haynes put us 1-0 up. That was his 4th goal in 3 games. Then Zubare and a Bjorn Sigurdsson goal in the final seconds of normal time made it 2-1 to Wolves. We had 10 shots, 7 on target. Absolutely dominated possession again against Wolves. But as you can see there, a lot of it was in the middle third. Our midfield, it seems to be great because obviously we're playing a 4-5-1. We've got the 2 wingers, the 2 central midfielders, and then the anchor man. Our midfield was sort of bossing games, and it does in a lot of games, and just has possession. There are short passes going on between a lot of our midfielders, but sometimes that just does not equate into chances. And for our possession, we are not having enough chances, but we have managed to bounce back in our 2 league games. Danny Haynes with 2 more goals. This is now 6 in 4. He was on 4 in 3. He's now got 6 in 4. 32 and 66th minute with 16 shots, 7 on target, 64% possession. Once again, almost doubling our opponent's possession. Shrewsbury had 10 shots, 5 on target, and in the final game we have just played, Danny Haynes scored, took a slight knock as well. Labadie had 2 goals. Haynes got the first goal on 20 minutes, then Labadie got 2 in 2 minutes late doors when Bradford were chasing the equaliser. Labadie got a 9.2 rating. We had 11 shots, 5 on target, 60% possession. Bradford did have a bit more possession, but obviously they are at home and they are a higher calibre team than Shrewsbury were in the last game. Pretty good so far. As you saw there, we are 10th in the table. We have a game coming against Brentford, who are 7th. A win for us and a loss for Brentford. If we beat them by 2 goals or more, will put us above Brentford. Let's see, Peterborough, Colchester and Wolves are all at the top of the table. And then down the bottom it's Walsall, Port Vale, Coventry and Oldham. Coventry obviously deducted 10 points, so you put those 10 points on, Coventry would be up to 13th in the table, so they are doing really well. In terms of the squad, everything is looking pretty good. I have 1 new player in. Luke Garbett has come in on loan from Everton. I am paying 0 towards his wages, but he gives us cover in the left-back role, especially with Sheehan, who is our only main real left-back that we can use. So I did get Luke Garbett in on a loan deal just for 3 months, just to help us out. Hopefully, with letting a couple of players go at the end of December. See there, see Howarth £700 a week, McGregor £25 a week. A couple of free agents are also, a couple of loan deals are looking to go as well. We're going to try and get rid of a couple of our players. Obviously, Johan Arquan is going to be hopefully being sold in the January transfer window. Tactics are looking pretty good for this game. Moyo is playing really well on the left. I see there superb form for everyone following the last two games. So I'm going to keep the team roughly the same. I will ask a little quick pick, and Frank Simek comes back in on the right. Sheehan on the left. Grealish is there on the left mid, but see, Moyo is 94% fitness, whereas Grealish is 99. He's doing okay, so I'm going to keep Grealish there, but Moyo is going to move up to the bench instead of we'll go with, no, I want to keep Garbutt there, I want to keep Dumbaya there, I want to keep Jolly Foucault there. We'll go instead of David Bell. I have Moyo, Coombs, who can play midfield, and Coulthrist up front. I'll tell you what, do I go with Coulthrist? No, I'm going to go with Sharuni. I'm going to have him. Actually, Coulthrist is got a bit better fitness, so we'll keep Coulthrist there. So it looks like a 4-4-2 diamond midfield for Brentford. Let's get on. Team selection is looking okay. You only say, ooh, I can select another substitute, can I? That's saying I can select. I thought that said I can select another. You only selected 6 substitutes from a possible 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 7 substitutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 substitutes. Why? I only selected 6. Unless Carl is not. See, it's saying I can't play Carlos Taylor. So let's just quickly go down and have someone who's fully fit. Andre Boucard there. Submit team. Yeah, so it's obviously there's something to do with the youth keeper that I was trying to put on the bench, as I have my reserved keeper injured and Fabian Spies is obviously out on loan. He will be coming back into the team with Fabian Spies, and I will be looking to give him some game time. Prediction from Ben Winters of 442.com says, I can't look beyond Notts County with this game. They have enough quality to see off the Brentford challenge. Well, let's hope so, fella. I will show you guys the finances of the club. We have, at this moment in time, we are about £3,500 a week over on the wage budget. But I will show you the finances. Obviously, I'll do that at the end of the month, which is after this game. Right, so let's start the match, see how we get on. Can we build on our 2 clean sheets so far? The centre-back pairing of Leacock and Liddell, I believe that's the centre-back pairing I've got. I'm sure that was when I switched to that one a couple of games ago. It seemed to work really well as we've dropped down to 10th, so a team below us has gone above us as Bradford are winning against Oldham 2-0. Some early goals. Apparently we've dropped down to 11th now. But don't need to worry about that. 13 shots already in the first 33 minutes of the game. 81% possession. But the worrying thing is there, 14 shots, only 2 on target. What the hell is going on? Despite Notts County being dominating, the match goes all square. Perhaps after offer some encouragement, after we were the best team in every department, it's just a matter of time. So we'll go with what my assistant says, and I'll do the old, I'm looking for you to make a difference, I know you're capable. Midfielders, passionate. There's a lot more to come from you, and I believe you have what it takes. And strikers, I'm looking for you to make the difference for us. I know you're capable. Danny Haynes looked happy. You should, fella. The amount of goals you're scoring recently, you should be absolutely ecstatic. Then again, is he shining at potentially the wrong time, or do I need to give him a kick and bring him off? Like Labadie has taken a knock and should be okay. Yeah, maybe apply advice, whatever that is. Maybe Danny Haynes needs to come off. We're coming into the final 20 minutes of the game. And we have a corner. Sheehan whips it in. Leacock there. Leacock shoots, and I don't know how the hell he got it in from that angle. But I was watching a video by by Toffman Hagiyoki, who seemed to come up with the premise that I actually, a little part of me does think some of what he's saying is quite right. He was suggesting that when a game is when you start a game, there's already a random score generated, and then the 3D match engine just works around that. And there have been times where I have seen games played, and I have played in games, and I don't know how the goal has been scored or why the goal would be scored there, but it has manufactured a result. The game against Bradford, we got 2 goals in 2 minutes. We when we scored our second goal, obviously the highlight went straight to the kickoff of the for obviously after we'd scored the second goal, and basically the ball got passed back in 2 passes from kickoff to the Bradford defence. They booted the ball forward. We booted it back forward. Haynes headed it down, and Labadie scored. And it seems though it was the result was contrived, and it was just a case of, okay, this is the goal. But time to make some changes anyway. Who can we bring on? So let's bring on Cool Thrist for Haynes. We will bring on Moyo for Grealish. Anyone else in midfield? Labadie could potentially do with a rest, so we'll have Boucard coming on. Just to freshen up the midfield. The defence is looking okay. We've hardly been troubled by the Brentford forwards. So we will just see what we can do, if anything, in the final 15 minutes of the game. 20 shots, 7 on target. I realise we do need to work on our attacking play, and I am looking to bring in another coach, but I don't want to do that until I can free some wage budget, as my coaches obviously are coming off my wage budget. And we have a goal, apparently. We've scored a goal. Obviously, that was the one earlier from Leacock, and Leacock is now injured. So we have got all 3 points, which is the most important thing. And is this another attack? No, it's full time. So, like I said, we have the 1 goal, but I would have liked more, considering how much possession we had, how much possession we have in previous games, how many shots. So I am going to look to bring in another coach, one that does have good, really, and I'm talking about really good attacking training. When it comes to the training, you can look at where players and where coaches fit in, and obviously on their ratings of 1 to 20. I want someone that's basically attacking knowledge is 20. Good solid win. We'll congratulate the team there. I'm probably not explaining myself well, but I'll just show you quickly, guys. We're up to 8th in the table. You see there. But it's a win for Notts County, and they're duly deserved. Right, only thing I want to do is I want to have a look at Owen and see how many fans turned up for this game. 7,100. That is pretty good. Right, I'll show you what I mean in terms of the training. Team training. Right, coaches, here we go. You see here on the right hand side you've got attributes. 9 is Gibson. 6 for attacking is Chris Cross. 1, obviously, that's our fitness coach, whose fitness is 11. I may look to getting in either another fitness coach or a new fitness coach, someone that's got higher fitness. As I am concerned, in second half of games we are letting teams back into it because we're just not fit enough. You see there, goalkeeper's 16, and attacking is 10 for Clayton, which is why he is spread across 3, because we had no one on shooting. I could really take him off defending, but I really want another coach in. But it's more these attributes. I want to get these into double figures. Some of my coaches are in single figures. I'm not really worried about my assistant manager, as he's just there to look after everything and sort everything out for me. Well, let's have a see what news there is. Right, Brentford sack Rosler. Oh shit. Sack race is Richie Barker of Crawley, David Weir, Sheffield United, and Danny Wilson of Bristol City. Peter Reid, Paul Jewell, and Ian Jess are favourites to take over from Rosler. Vintage display ensures Notts County victory. Fans jubilant after Brentford results. Night physio report on Leacock. Leacock will be out for 3 to 4 months. Holy shit. That is not the news we wanted. Scouting update. loses key man. Key dates in November. Obviously, the game against Wolves that we should have played in the league got moved forward due to international call-ups. And then we have on the 7th we have the FA Cup tie against MK Dons. Obviously, that was for winning the first round tie. I worry about that. Muniesa named Young Player of the Month. Mark Beck was named Player of the Month, and Jose Baxter was named Young Player of the Month. Why are they showing me 2 Young Player of the Months? Young Player of the Month, November. You are subscribed to Tottenham. Oh, because Christian Eriksen got 3rd, right? That's why they're doing it. Goal of the Month. Nothing for us, nothing against us. And Darren Ferguson off Peterborough got the Manager of the Month. But guys, finances. Last month we made a loss of 93,000. We have a seasoned budget balance of 470,000. So actually, yeah, I need to worry about the wage budget. Let's go to salary. You can see there we're up to 56,380, whereas we have 52,739. So I need to trim the wage budget by hopefully £4,000. I can get that down to at least I can get that down to say 54,000. So I don't think that'll be too bad. But if I can sell anyone, I may not reinvest. It just depends. And my only concern now is something for me to have a look at. It's the fact that we are going to be low on central defenders. Obviously, Leacock out means Jalifuka will come into the centre-back slot. Obviously, we do have Manny Smith back. He's coming back to somewhere near full fitness. So I do have a 3rd centre-back, and it could be just rotating between Liddell, Jalifuka and Smith. But we will have to see. My midfield is pretty good. I've got Fotheringham, I've got Mazika, I've got Bell, I've got Labadie, and I also have, where have you gone? I have Boucard for the central midfield, and also Callum McGregor, who's going back to Celtic, although I may try and re-sign him again. I may see if I can extend his loan. Up front, we'll see Adam Coombs. I'm going to try and get him out on loan just for this season. 2-star currently, but his potential is 4-star, so I want him to get some game time. Francis Jeffers, I'm not playing him that much, which is potentially a worry for me. I think I should be playing him more because I am paying him nearly £1,000 a week. Danny Haynes is unbelievable. If he just signed a new contract till 2015, I'm going to try and extend his contract soon. He's playing on top form. Enoch Shawumni, I'm fairly confident I'm going to get rid of him, so I may actually look to sell him in this transfer window, get that 1,800 off the books. If I can get 60 grand for him rather than the 82, he's 31. He's played he started one game. He's come off the bench 13 times. I have Coombs, who can play as striker if I decide to keep him. I have Coulthurst, I have Jeffers, so it could be time to let Shawumni go. Let's have a look at the coach report. A good player for most League One sides. Shawumni is unlikely to improve. Apparently he's my 2nd best striker, but he's only half a star ahead of Jeffers and Coulthurst. I think it may be time to let him go. He's 31. I know Jeffers is 32, but Jeffers' contract runs out this season, and if I can get Shawumni off the books, even like I said, 60,000, maybe 50,000, it's more the 1,800 a week wages off. And I may look to see if I can bring someone else in on loan, another Premier League striker in on loan, or see what free agents are out there. We'll have to look. I'll see if I can sign someone on a pre-contract. But guys, that's it. I will be back with you. Let's have a look at the fixtures. I have a load of tough fixtures. We've got Wolves, MK Dons, Colchester, Bristol City, Port Vale, and I'll be back with you for the game against Crawley a few days before. Actually, no, I won't. What I'll do is I'll make it the Bradford game on Wednesday, the 1st of January. That way it will allow me to show you the finances at the beginning of the episode. This month we're okay. We've got 1, 2, 3 home games. Last month we had 1, 2 home games, so therefore, hence one of the reasons why we'd lost 90,000. If we had 3 home games, we'd have a bit more money coming in. Obviously, FA Cup home tie as well, which is great. So guys, I will be back with you in the next episode with the game against Bradford and a recap of what's happened in December. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.